everyone, once again this is G Lessons, and if you are new in this channel, please don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the bell notifications for more updates. Now this time we will have lesson 15, but before that, stay tuned for our recap in lesson 14. Okay, so let's take up the brief forms in lesson 15. We do have the following examples. The first brief form here is the word business. Alright. The word business in brief form is only represented by two symbols. And these are the symbol of letter B and the left S. So this is business. The next one is the word doctor. Doctor is represented by an upward straight line occupying 2/3 of the space and a forward curve, a short forward curve, and this is your letter R. That is now your doctor. So let's proceed. The word Annie, in shorthand, it is represented by a short forward curve and a small circle. That is Annie. For the word what, it is represented by a downward deep hook. This is your downward deep hook, followed by an upward straight line. That is your letter T. This is now the symbol of what in shorthand. Alright. Next, for the word than, alright, it is represented by an over if and a short forward straight line. That is your N. This is now the shorthand in the word than. Okay. For the word one and one, it is represented by an upward deep hook and a short forward straight line. That is your letter N. Okay? This is now your one or one. Okay. Let's have another example. The word is value, which is represented by a forward, a downward symbol and a long forward curve. Okay. Next, the word about is also a brief form, and it's represented by a big circle and a downward curve. That is your letter B. This is now about. Okay. Next, let's have another example, like the word thing or think. Okay. It has one stroke, and that is the over if, and a disjoint dot which is placed here in the middle. That's one. It is a disjoint dot. Thing or think. Okay, so you have to analyze how this symbol is being used in a sentence. Okay, so this time Let's have the brief form derivatives, meaning you are going to join it's either the two brief forms or you just add something with the brief forms. Example, the word anything. These are two brief forms. Anything, any and thing are two brief forms. So if we are going to join that, this is your any and thing. Okay, so this is anything. Next one, the word is once. Once is represented by an upward deep hook and a forward straight line and adding s. That is once. Next, we do have the word businessman. Business man. And the other one is businesses. Okay. All right. Okay. This is how it's written. We have the B and S, and then join the word man here, which is represented by M and a large circle and a straight forward line. This is businessman. Now, for the businesses, just simply add another left S after S. This is your business, and then just simply add S, businesses. Okay, so next example, we do have the word things, which is adding only letter S, and things. There. So all you have to do is to replace the dot into a disjoint left S. So that is things or things. Alright. So those are brief form derivatives. The last one is thinking. For the word thinking, it is represented by an over if. This is your think. For ing, remember that is a dot placed where the last symbol. So that is thinking. As you can see, we do have two dots there. Thinking. Okay. Okay, now this time we are going to tackle the word ending. Alright. The word ending in the what? Ball. Now, according to the rule, words ending in ball is represented by B. Okay? It's letter B, which is a downward curve occupying one whole of the space. Example, the word terrible. Terrible. We have ball there, and then we do have another example, available. Words that ends in ball is represented by letter B. So we have an upward straight line followed by a small circle, then a forward curve, then we do have the word ending P symbol. This one alone is read as terrible. Next, available. We do have the sounds of A and then V sounds and then a big circle for letter A again, then a forward curve and a downward curve again for the word ending in ball. So that is available. Okay, now it's time for you to read. Let's have another example here. If I have the sounds of, just wait. This one is your up forward curve, followed by a big circle, then a downward curve occupying 1/2 of the space, and the word ending B. What is the word? Very good. That is capable. Okay. Next example. We do have the, let me draw a line first. The downward curve occupying 1/2 of the space and a long forward curve. Then the word ending B. The word now is, yeah, right, it is valuable. Next. What about this one? An upward straight line occupying 2/3 of the space, then an upward dip hook and the downward symbol. The word ending B. How do we read this one? Yes, that is double. That's correct. Next, let's have another example. What about this symbol followed by a downward dip hook and a left S, then the word ending B for ball. The word now is, that's right, it's possible. Okay, next example. What about this one? We do have the sounds, then a big circle, then a downward symbol for the word ending, and a left S. Can you read that? Very good. It's cables. Alright. One more example. The last one. Can you read this one? We do have the right S or the comma S, a small circle, and a straight short forward line, and a comma S. Then the word ending B. The word now is sensible. Very good. Okay. Okay, now our next topic is all about the word beginning in re, meaning lahat ng salitang nagsisimula sa re. Example, so it's a word beginning re. According to the rule, words that begins in re is represented by R only. So we have to omit the vowel. Example, the word reply. There. We have re here. It's a word beginning. So we do have to omit the vowel now there. So only have to write the forward curve and then a downward curve and a forward curve again for a long forward curve and a broken circle because Y here sounds I. So that is reply. Okay. Next example. Revise. For the word revise, okay, we do have R. Yes, omit the E. And then the V sounds. A broken circle because it sounds I. Revise. And then S. We have to disregard the vowel either because it is not pronounced. Okay. As you can see, when re is followed by a downward symbol, the vowel E is omitted. I'll give you another example. The word receive. There. Alright. Letter C here is pronounced as S, not C but S. So R, and then we do have the right S, and E, and a downward curve, that is V, receive. Alright, this one is S. We disregard this one, and we disregard the sounds of I there because it's not pronounced. Next example, the word is reasonable. Alright, here is the ball, which is represented by B again. So we do have the R. Alright, re. So we proceed to S. Reasonable. That's reason. And we have letter B for ball. Reasonable. Okay. Another example. Can you read this one? Okay. Try to read. We have the symbol, short forward curve, followed by a downward curve occupying 2/3 of the space, and a long forward curve, then a big circle, and a left S. What is the word now? Replace. Very good. Next word. What about this one? Can you read this? It's a short forward curve followed by a comma S and then a small circle and an upward straight line occupying 1/4 of the space. That is, yes, reset. Next word. Okay. Okay, so can you read this one again? Let me draw a line, a forward curve, and a left S followed by a small circle and then a short forward curve and a downward symbol occupying 1/2 of the space. The word now is, yes, it's research. Okay, last example. Alright, a forward curve again, and then a left S, then a small circle, and then a downward curve occupying 1/2 or 2/3 of the space, and then a downward symbol, a short downward straight line. The word now is, yes, it is reception. Very good. Okay. Now, let's have a recap of your brief form. Okay, before we end the lesson, let's have a short recap of your brief forms. Okay. Can you read this one? BNS, that is business. That's correct. What about this one? Okay. And then E, that is any. Very good. What about this one? A dip hook and upward T, that is what? Very good. A B symbol or a big circle and a downward curve. This one is about. Yes. What about this one? This symbols is read as value. Yes. Very good. What about the over is and a short forward straight line, that is than? Yes. What about this one? An upward dip hook followed by a short forward curve. It's either 1 or 1. It is represented by a dip hook and a forward short straight line. Okay? Another one, we do have the over is and a dot here. It's either think or thing. Yes. And the last one, we do have the upward straight line 2/3 of the space and the symbol. What is that? Okay. So it's doctor. Those are your brief forms. Okay, so that ends lesson 15. So I hope you clearly understand our lesson for today. That is lesson 15. And again, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and the bell notification for more updates. Thank you for joining me up to the last part of my session.